Hi, everyone, and welcome to Winter Kickoff. We're so excited to just let you all know what we have in store for winter. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming up, so let's just get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is what is ACM for those of you who may be new here. So ACM stands for the Association for Computing Machinery. We're a student chapter at UC San Diego of an international organization dedicated to computing. So our mission as an org is to establish and foster an inclusive member-first community for all who are interested in the field of computing at UC San Diego. So that means everything that we do is to help you, the members, and the members don't necessarily have to be from a computer science background. You can be from any major, any background. All of you are welcome, and we're happy to have you here. And a few things that we do. First and foremost, virtual events on Zoom and Discord. These are things like workshops, tech talks, and everything in between. We also do community building events, so different kinds of socials to make new friends, as well as mentorship. This is part of our BitBite program, which is going to be talked about soon. And we also do personal projects. So if you want to make a project throughout the quarter in a group of people, then you can join our group and we'll team you up with people and help you with giving you resources to make your own project. And finally, we explore different fields of computing through our ACM communities, and each of them will get some time to talk about what they do at the end. Okay, so next I want to talk about our community, so how you really become part of our ACM family. And if you're like me, then if you think of ACM, this is kind of what you're thinking about our Discord server. If you're not already on it, I really recommend you join it at acmroll.com/discord. This is our main community hub during our virtual year. So we have all of our events are announced here. All of our members come here and just chat with each other and make friends and sometimes play games with each other, all kinds of things. And here's some things that you can do on Discord. First, you can join roles. So in the roles channel, you can emoji react and then get tagged if something's happening. For example, if you want to join our BitBite program, get that BitBite role. If you want to participate in the weekly LeetCode sessions, then be sure to react for that. And you can also react to join different gaming groups. And moving forward, you can also talk about your different interests that may not even be computing related with different people in all of our interest channels. And lastly, you can get technical and professional help. So if you have questions relating to like something you're coding, or if you want someone to roast your resume, you can go ahead and drop it in one of those channels. And we also have a section called Interview Prep, which is weekly LeetCode sessions. So if you want to grind for those internships, they're happening every Sunday, starting this Sunday at 6 p.m. So you can come here and we have people who go through LeetCode questions and explain how to solve them. And that way you can get some guidance if you want to prepare for interviews. So be sure to get the emoji reaction and start participating. And now I'm going to hand it off to Jeff, who's going to talk about our BitBite program.
All right, so hello, I'm Jeff. I'm the current BitBite director for ACM this year. I'm excited to run the next iteration of our mentorship program, and I know y'all want friends, so I'm pretty hyped for this. So what is the BitBite program? Our BitBite program is an informal mentorship program, otherwise known as a big and little program, where you'll be paired with an upperclassman to make memories and friendship. Anyone can participate, so I encourage everyone to at least check that out. And if you're interested, you can type in the URL on the slide to see who are the bites for this year. It's not a finalized list either, so more will be added as we go. But right now we have over 25 bytes for y'all to check out. So yeets, if you want to be pinged about specific BitBite announcements, go ahead and grab the BitBite role in the roles channel so that you're updated on every announcement that I make. And I swear I won't spam y'all. So here's a picture from last year, which is our first iteration. We had a pretty good turnout for our first BitBite program, and it was honestly pretty cool being able to really experience this in person. But for this year, because of COVID, it'll have to be virtual, but I would try my best to replicate this experience. So there's much more to talk about detail. So do come out to the info session that is happening this Wednesday at 7 to 8 p.m. and I'll be discussing more detail about how the program will run this quarter, as well as like the type of events, requirements to participate, and so on. So I can't wait to meet everyone there, and I'll pass it back to Casey to talk more about our upcoming events for this quarter.
Hello, I'm back. So our events will be virtual all year, unfortunately because of circumstances, but we still are putting a lot of work into making these events really fun. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about what we have in store for winter quarter. So if you don't know, we have all of our workshops recorded and posted on our YouTube channel, which you can find at acmurl.com/YouTube. So if there was an event that you missed in the fall or maybe even last year, they're posted on there. And so if there's something that happened and you missed it, you can always come back and revisit the recording of the workshop, and all future workshops will also be posted there. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to our channel too. We want to get some subscribers. As for upcoming events, a few things that we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks this quarter. Tomorrow we're having an ACM Plays Roblox event. So at 8 p.m., come to our Discord server. There will be some people playing Roblox together, so you can make friends and maybe play Roblox for the first time, who knows. And the day after is our LaTeX event. This is similar to the one that was last quarter. I know that one was really popular. It's like if you want to learn how to use LaTeX, which is commonly used to write your really fancy homework assignments and make math equations look really cool. Yeah, you can learn how to use LaTeX there. And if you went to the one last quarter and want to learn something new, this time Chris will go into why LaTeX is Turing complete. So yeah, I know a lot of you are fans of CSU 105, so this will be relevant. So yeah, go to that event on Wednesday. And following that event on the same day is the BitByte info session. So if you want to participate in the program, this is the event to go to. And you can learn about how to become a bit or how to become a byte. Jeff will go through all the details with you. So yeah, be sure to go on to that event. And the following week is our Engineers on the Green Tabling Day. This is an event that TESC usually hosts, and it usually happens out in the grass in Warren. But since we're online, we're going to be on the TESC Discord server. We'll be quote unquote tabling on Monday. So stop by, say hi to us, see our presentation. We'll be there from 2 to 6 p.m. And our last event is ACM Plays Club Penguin. If you want to go and revisit your childhood nostalgia, come play some mini games with your fellow ACM members, maybe make some friends. It'll be really fun. We had an informal version of it a few weeks ago, and it was really fun. Okay, and as a continuation of the social hours that happened last quarter, will be happening again this quarter, but on Thursdays this time. So Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. is our official but informal social hours. So you can come here, hang out, maybe study a little, and just make some friends. It's just for a place to meet new people on Discord. And you can find all of these events and more on our Facebook page. We post every single event on there. You can RSVP if you want to show up and find out where it's happening. So really recommend liking our Facebook page. And if you are an ultimate ACM fan, then you can never miss an event by adding our Google Calendar to your calendar through acmurl.com/calendar. And it will line up with all of your events happening throughout your schedule. And you can go to every single one if you're into that. But yeah, so now I'm going to hand it off to Ivy to talk about how to become a member of ACM.
Hi, I'm in Stanley's one. You can't really see me because my laptop overheated, I'm sorry. But I'm going to talk about membership and how to become a member at ACM. And for anyone that's new or just a reminder
Hello,
for
where's Ivy?
anyone coming in, one thing that we would recommend is just going to
I guess I'll talk about it.
Oh, can they not hear us?
Okay,
yeah,
so
we can hear.
Oh, wait.
No, Ivy's here.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I'm here. My laptop overheated, I'm sorry. Wait, was I muted?
No, you're good now.
Okay, sorry, we'll be going over membership on acmucsd.com. You can definitely click that login button on the right, and you can go into seeing, like, registering for an account. And once you register for account, you can definitely do like event check-in, and we'll have a check-in code coming right up here. There's also a cool leadership board once you get that. And our check-in code for this time is ACM loves you for 25 membership points. members.acmucsd.com. And I'll be passing it to Stanley for side projects now.
Hi everyone, I'm currently operating the stream so you can't see my face, but I'm the Vice President of Development at ACM and the original founder of the side project system. If you're interested in working on a project, getting some industry experience by really working in a team full of engineers, designers, and product managers, then ACM Side Projects is the place for you. This happens every single quarter, and to apply, go to acmurl.com/wintersp. If you would like to mentor, go to acmurl.com/winterspmentor. Now I'm going to hand it over to Stone to talk about ACM communities, a great place to find your niche within ACM.
Hi everyone, my name is Stone. I am the current president of Acm Ai. And our goal is basically just to inspire the next generation of AI advocates, engineers, and scientists through a ton of things. As our title says, we basically talk all things AI in our central hub for AI at UCSD. So what is Acm Ai? Acm Ai is a community dedicated to these goals and more: increasing accessibility, making AI fun and enjoyable, and building an AI community within UCSD and beyond. So by accessibility, we realize that there's a fairly high barrier of entry to AI. It's hard, high in demand, but not that many positions. So we want to teach the code and theory, not just the theory, and we try to make sure everyone's on the same page. We also try to make it fun and enjoyable. We host a wide variety of competitions every quarter, usually every quarter. We hosted 2 last quarter that are pretty interesting, and these are some like the most unique competitions you'll ever find in the nation. We also have tons of memes, so join us. And we also want to cultivate this community. And what we do is we do this through Discord, as ACM does. It's a place to talk about all things AI, share resources, ask questions, and there will be links to join our Discord later. Just to know, our Discord is separate from the ACM general one. So what's up this quarter? This quarter, we have a lot of events planned. We have a reinforcement learning workshop series in collaboration with the Chinese Engineering Society. A multi-part workshop teaching you the basics of RL, how to code a RL bot. Prior AI experience is not necessary. However, knowing Python will help because there will be Python coding. We also have an accompanying RL competition starting week 2 of the quarter. Throughout the workshops, we'll guide you guys through how to develop an RL bot for the competition, and there'll be prizes. And a special thing, we have a continuation of last quarter's neural network series, which is all on our YouTube. We have Minecraft Neural Networks event, which is happening this Friday, I believe. So we'll be showing neural networks in Minecraft. And also, in addition to this quarter, on those events, we have a prototype AI project system, similar to the project system hosted by ACM General, but this is smaller scale and also focused on AI. So this is the first time we're doing it. We're going to pair you with mentors that are experienced from our community or our board. It's very limited in space, but we'll send out application forms and more details out later. There will also be many AI seminars from distinguished and from professors on a wide variety of topics from bioinformatics, data science, computer vision, and more from these professors like Niema, Ellis, and Hao-Su. And finally, we also be having an AI reading group where it's a tri-weekly meeting to discuss a community-chosen research paper in AI. Just to answer a couple questions that I get asked every single time this happens. Are events recorded? Yes, and this is the same for every single subboard. They're all on our YouTube. Do I need to know any math like linear algebra, statistics, and stuff? Yes and no. So coding sections usually don't much math. You don't need to know as much, but you will encounter math, and we will make our best to break them as much as possible. But just know, difficulty goes as far as matrix multiplication and very, very basic partial derivatives. And how do I join as a member? Another very common question, just join our Discord and be an active participant in our events. Again, for more details, join our Discord to find out, which is in our next slide, acmurl.com/ai-disc. And if you think that's a phishing scam, you can click the other link as well. Yep. Now I'm going to hand it over to Acm Hack and have them talk about their org.
Hello, I'm Garrett. I'm one of the co-presidents of Acm Hack. And we're all about empowering our community of software engineers. So what is Acm Hack? So this is Acm at UCSD's very own software engineering community. So we're just a group of students that are passionate about learning and teaching software engineering. And this is the place to learn new skills for developing software. So anything from JavaScript frameworks, Python, backend and databases, or anything else you might want. So our events this quarter, we have Acm Hack, Hack.Pi, which is a 6-week Python workshop, Thursdays, 4 to 6 p.m. starting week 2. And it'll have topics like web scraping, backend development, data science, data visualization. Some of the other workshops we have this quarter are Intro to SQL, TypeScript. We also have our SD Hacks workshop on making a server, and React Native. And if you have suggestions for future workshops, be sure to drop them in acmurl.com/hack-requests. And don't forget to join our Discord for more information to stay up to date on all this. I'll be passing it off to David here to talk more about Hack.Pi.
Hey everyone, I'm David. I'll be the director of Hack.Pi this quarter. And as Garrett said before, Hack.Pi is a 6-week Python workshop series. So the first 2 weeks of the workshop series, we're going to be doing some intro to Python stuff. So if you haven't coded before or you want to try Python for the first time, these workshops might be good for you. Or if you just want a refresher, we'll be going over a lot of cool Python stuff. After that, we'll be having a backend development workshop with Django. So Django is a really cool backend development framework with Python. It's really commonly used and it's not too hard to use. So we'll be going over that in week 4. The next week, we'll be doing a web scraping workshop. So if you've used Beautiful Soup before, we'll be using that to basically scrape websites. And then after that, we'll be having 2 data science workshops. So the first one's going to be on data visualization. We'll be using Jupyter Notebooks for that. And then we'll also have a data science workshop where we'll be using Kaggle datasets. If you're a beginner and you're really interested in learning how to code, or if you just want to learn how to use Python, I think Hack.Pi would be a great place for you to go. I'm going to pass it back to Garrett to talk about our community.
All right, thank you, David. So join our Discord server to stay up to date on event announcements, share your projects, meet other members, just chat and chill with other people. So again, the link is here, acmurl.com/hack-disc. Starting this quarter, we'll also be doing article discussions. So just getting together, chatting about interesting articles or blog posts about software engineering or tech in general. So join our Discord for that if you're interested, and stay tuned for more info because that's where we'll be updating it. So next, I'm going to pass it off to Acm Cyber.
Hello, I'm back. I'm actually not part of Acm Cyber, but they're busy hacking right now, so I'm presenting for them. So Acm Cyber is an Acm community focused on exploring topics related to cybersecurity, as well as they are also the #1 resource on campus for those looking to prepare for the cyber industry. So who are they? In a nutshell, Acm Cyber is the largest computer security organization on campus. So they act as the de facto home for those who wish to hone their hacking skills. They have a lot of programs designed to help you compete in beginner, hacker to exploitation master, all while preparing you for the potential career in one of the hottest industries in tech. So they host events every week, ranging from technical interactive workshops to Q&A panels with accomplished industry professionals, to seminars with illustrious guest speakers. They also have 2 teams that regularly compete in high-profile capture the flag competitions, and they're open at all skill levels. So that includes complete beginners. Bottom line, Acm Cyber will train you to become a better hacker. And so here's some upcoming events that they have. The very first Acm event of the quarter is tomorrow at 6 p.m., which you can find at acmurl.com/cyber. And you'll learn how to scan software and servers for vulnerabilities to be exploited. These technical cyber events will continue throughout the quarter on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. So every single week, Tuesday at 6 p.m., visit the same link, acmurl.com/cyber. And another future technical event they're going to be doing that they want to highlight is the video game console hacking seminar, which is hosted by the dear and familiar Professor Nima Moshiri. I know a lot of people like this professor, so he's going to be collaborating with them. And so if you want to stay constantly on top of the events that they're hosting throughout the quarter, as well as hear about other opportunities that they provide to their members, you can sign up for their exclusive shiny newsletter using the link acmurl.com/join cyber. And another thing that they want to announce, Acm Cyber is going to be building up the first ever occurrence of the San Diego CTF, or San Diego Capture the Flag. So this year, this is going to be a yearly large-scale computer security competition, which allows Acm Cyber to train members, build internal resources, and give back to the greater cybersecurity community. You can visit the website at sdc.tf for more information, and you can also pre-register for more details as they grow closer to the main event happening in April. In the meantime, you can say that even if you have participated in Capture the Flag competitions before, this competition will be like any other that you have experienced. And the event will take place entirely in Discord with advanced in-house Discord bot to make it happen. Okay, and last thing, they need volunteers. So San Diego CTF is a huge undertaking and they need developers to make it happen. If you're interested in gaining a unique experience developing cyber challenges for the main event or working on an advanced open source Discord bot written in TypeScript, go ahead and visit acml.com/sdctf to get in touch with the group of passionate developers. So that's all from Cyber today, and thanks for listening. But don't forget to drop into the Community Hub on Discord. You can see their Discord link there, acml.com/cyberdisc. Okay, and now I'm going to hand it off to Adam, who's going to be talking about Acm Innovate.
Hi, thanks for sharing, Casey. Like Casey said, I'm Adam. I do speaker outreach at Acm Innovate, and I briefly wanted to talk and share a bit about who we are. So yeah, who are we? So Acm Innovate is an organization focused on fostering entrepreneurship and innovation within UCSD, specifically with a slant towards tech. Now, how are we doing this? We're running multiple workshops. We're running a tech speaker series with multiple tech entrepreneurs in the field. And we're also running various social events, which I'll talk about briefly later. And we're also the home of side projects, which Stanley might have briefly touched on earlier. But real quick, I do want to take a pause here. Below, there should be a link to an ACM URL. I think it's acmurl.com/innovate-disc. Please, everybody, go to that link and join our Discord. We have constant discussions about various things happening in the tech entrepreneurship community, whether it might be the latest move of Elon Musk to Texas or some other tech news. We try to run a lot of events on our server, and we would really love to have you there. Anyways, I guess I'll briefly talk about some of the events that we have coming this upcoming quarter. First thing that's happening next week, next Monday at 2 p.m. is a speaker event with Rachel Dole. She's a co-founder of Coding It Forward. They do a lot of work in the civic tech industry. It's a really interesting industry. They work with government. They're a bit of a pipeline for a lot of, providing a lot of technical support and technical development for the government. And as such, they face a lot of different challenges. Please come with some questions. It is a live Q&A. So, we'd really love to have you all there. And we are hosting, if you can't make that, that's okay. We're running 2 more speaker events later in the quarter as well. So please come out whenever you can. And of course, join our Discord for that. And something new that we're doing this quarter is a 3-part workshop series on building a product from start to finish and honing entrepreneurship skills. So part of that, you'll be making a prototype. You'll be learning how to perform market research to kind of hone your product, and also learning how to pitch that product. In addition, we will be hosting social events on our Discord server Again, that's acmurl.com/innovate-disc. And something we're doing pretty soon is going to be a watch party of Silicon Valley. I guess somewhat old HBO show. They finished maybe a year ago, but we'll be hosting more events as well. So please join our Discord server. We hope to see you there. With that, I do want to pass things off to Bryce. He'll be talking a bit about recruitment.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bryce. I'm ACM's Vice President of Finance. You probably know me. I'm really active in the Discord if you've been around our Discord. But if not, I'm really excited to get to know you. So I'm here to talk about recruitment and how you can join our team again. Yeah, we're opening up even more spots for people to join us. So let's talk about and see what position we've got available here to show. All right, so the position that we're going to be recruiting for today is going to be the position of Finance Associate. And wow, what do you know? That means you get to work with me. You can join ACM's really great finance team, and you can make ACM events happen with money. You can learn the ins and outs of how all the money works here at ACM. And oh yeah, did I get to mention that you get to work with money? Just a kind of a little bit of thing to keep in mind. The application is going to close on Friday, January 15th, so act fast. And if this sounds like fun to you, and trust me, it is, you can apply now at acmurl.com/finance recruit. I'm really excited to read all of your applications, see what you have to say. It's just a really short application, nothing too intensive. It's not like a job application or anything. So I'm really excited to hear what you have to say. And now I'm going to hand it off to Emily to talk about something entirely new.
Hi, everyone. I'm Emily. I'm the founder and last year's ACM president. So in this past year, I was supposed to be enjoying retirement, but it was pretty boring, especially because of COVID. So instead of doing that, Stanley and I decided to start this new ACM Moonshot project called Dimensions. So what is Dimensions? Dimensions is going to be ACM UCSD's first ever conference. Stanley, next slide. Okay, Dimensions is going to be ACM UCSD's first ever conference. We're aiming to bring together thousands of students from both UC San Diego and ACM chapters across the country to celebrate the different facets of technology. Dimensions is going to be taking place from October 20 to 24. So you see that we're starting really, really early on this project. This event actually isn't even going to take place until after I graduate. But I'm so devoted to ACM that we're out here doing this so far in advance. And the conference is going to consist of all of these different events. There's going to be keynotes, career fairs, there's going to be competitions, escape rooms, socials, workshops, speakers, panels, raffles, games. There's so much stuff going on, and there's so many of us working on this. And we need more people just because it's such a big project. We currently have a team of about 40 people, but we are looking to expand. So if you are interested in becoming an organizer for Dimensions, just apply at the link below. We have 3 teams currently recruiting. The operations team is recruiting, so you can work with Bryce and you can work with Ivy. There's gonna be the only time where Bryce doesn't talk about money. There's the only thing he does that doesn't involve money. So it's perfect to really get to know Bryce. Our outreach team is headed by Trolney. So you probably see him in the chat. He's going to be recruiting. He needs a brand new team, a completely fresh team. He's building it from the ground up. And we need a complete marketing team. So if you're interested, just sign up at that link right below. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you all.
Good morning, gamers. Press F for the blanket. I kind of burned in the other room, but I am back and we are going to play bingo. I bet y'all want to win some cool stuff. So I'm going to teach you all how to play our bingo. Just because, you might think oh, maybe the diagonal is the horizontal verticals. No. We're counting the number of slots you get. And I have 3 different cards for you based on ACM activities. So even if you're new, maybe you're very active recently or an ACM Boomer member, there's a card for you. And all you're going to do is if you're watching here, you could either screenshot or later on we'll give you a download kind of link thing with all the bingo cards in a Google folder and stuff. And you'll mark down what you got and send it to contact@acmucsd.org. And the first round will close after kickoff, 10 minutes after kickoff ends. And the second will close 10 minutes after the first. So then our winners will be counted and then announced on Discord and email. And before we really get into it, I'm going to actually go over a little bit of the cards just because, I worked on these cards. I kind of want to show it off. First up, I want to show off the newcomer card. For anyone that's just kind of new, this would be your card. Maybe you just heard about ACM this week, or maybe you went to just only one ACM event, which is, hey, this one counts. This could be your card. Join the ACM Discord. You want ACM merch. You see how I have those little parentheses? Make sure if we ask you a question, just put that into the email if you can. That'll be pretty cool too. You could also have, and you see at the top right corner, use the check-in code to get points at members.acmucsd.com. I did that earlier, so if you're paying attention, you could go do that right now too. And you can keep going and see all those like little slots. I won't go all over it, but like we'll go to the next one, and y'all can be at your leisure time. And to the second one, we're going to the fairly active recently one, and I want to start this a little bit harder. Top left, for all you CS majors, whatever majors, please make sure you showered in the past 24 hours and you get a freebie slot. Post a Good Morning Gamers at some point. You can do that right now. Hint, hint. A lot of these you could actually do right now if you want. We'll be going most often like the honor system, but otherwise, sometimes we might check out of just fun. As you can see, as in this card, I have a very special challenge for y'all. If you go to our Discord, go to the BitBite channel right now and ping at Jeff. Wow, cool program. How do I join? And you will get a free slot just because I just really wanted to spam Jeff with notifications. So if y'all can help me with that, that'll be pretty cool. Yeah. Some of the things I want to give recognition to if you want to participate in side projects, been to hack school, sending lead code sessions, stuff like that. That might be your card. But I'm going to move on to the next card as well. For all the ACM boomers, if you've been here for quite a while, this might be your card. You showered at least once a day consistently for the past week, and you can name at least one soap you use. I really hope you use soap. But yes, if you can do that, oh man, you got a slot, yes. But yeah, otherwise, other stuff is like attended at least 5 ACM events, maybe stayed up past 4 a.m., 5 with Discord. There's a few inside jokes here. Hopefully they're not too inside. But otherwise, yeah, just, share your ACM experience with us. Tell us what you got and send those into the contact email. And let me go and show you that link where you can find all the bingo. I actually just made a Twitch account. So for anyone that's in there right now, I'm just going to post that just so you can click on it. I thought it's nice. But yeah, so you can check out those bingo cards at acmurl.com/bingo. Mark the cards and email it to contact@acmucsd.org. Include your Discord plus name so we can, announce the winners and stuff. First round winners get an option for either plus 25 membership points, or you can get a special Discord role plus an emoji slot. You can have your own emoji. It's really cool. You have your special color in Discord. It's really cool. Second round winners will get plus 20 membership points. When ACM store comes around, ooh, you're gonna want those points, yes. And in case you don't really know how to send an email, I kind of put an example here. That's basically it. Your subject, boomer, bingo, that was my card. If you're a newcomer, you would put newcomer, fairly active, and the number of slots you got. And, for all the parentheses thing where I said like, oh, name of soap you use, like, just do that. Very simple. You don't have to go very in-depth, but include your Discord name. And we'll just kind of see as we go through each round, seeing like, okay, who had the most in this time frame, who had the most in the second time frame, stuff like that. But yeah, that's it for bingo, and I hope you enjoyed the cards. I'll pass it back to Casey right now.
So that just about wraps up Winter Kickoff. Thank you all for coming, and if you missed any links, I know we dumped a lot of information and a lot of links at you. So we have several links on this slide right here. If you want to just come back to these slides, you can go to acmurl.com/kickoff slides, and you can see any slide that you may have missed. If you want to revisit the bingo rules, then yeah, you can just go check out the slides there. And also we have acmurl.com/links, which takes you to all of these links and more. So all of the winter links are included, as well as any social media you may want to follow. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up our presentation. So all of you go off and do your bingo slides now, since we're finishing the presentation at 6:40-ish. So we're going to close the first round at 6:50.